If you're a facilities manager at a warehouse and your HVAC system goes down, it can turn up the heat, literally. But don't sweat it, Grainger has you covered. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products for all your operations, including warehouse HVAC maintenance. And even better, they offer access to experts and fast delivery, so you and your warehouse can both keep your cool. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
107, Michael and Maddie, we're broadcasting live from Play Arcade, downtown New Bedford. It is September 26, 2024. Tennis star Serena Williams turning 43 years old today. Boys to Men's Sean Stockman is 52. He once visited New Bedford's Roosevelt Junior High School with Boys to Men back in 1996. Melissa Sue Anderson, she played Laura's sister Mary on Little House on the Prairie. She is 62 today. Linda Hamilton's got a birthday today.
Come with me if you want to live.
Sarah Connor turning 68.
Here's the story
on this date
of a lovely lady
in 1969.
bringing up 3 very lovely
The Brady Bunch TV show premiered on ABC.
like their mother.
The very last event at the old Boston Garden happened 28 years ago tonight when the Bruins played the Canadiens in a preseason game. And 13 years ago today, Charlie Sheen settled his $100 million lawsuit against Warner Brothers TV after getting fired from 2.5 Men. The whole thing.
Oh, man.
Because they tried to reschedule it from last week to this week, and then it's going to rain again this afternoon. So they just said, you know what, just forget it. This is why we can't have nice things. So that Zeitarian kickoff party at Cisco tonight that we were supposed to be at and broadcasting live from is canceled.
Bringing your taste of Hollywood right here to the South Coast. And we are here for it. We're spilling the tea with Maddie's entertainment update on the Michael and Maddie Show.
No, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are not breaking up despite online rumors. This is absolutely ridiculous and false, says the source in response to the online chatter, claiming that the couple are separating and amid all of this speculation over Kutcher's past friendship with Sean P. Diddy Combs. Earlier this week, old photos of Kutcher and Combs have been circulating. They used to party together a lot. And there's a clip specifically of Ashton on Hot Ones where the host asked him about Diddy parties and to spill the beans on it. And he danced around the question, didn't answer the question, gave a weird, answer for it. And then the other rumor was that Mila was so distraught that she moved out. All of it is false. All of it. It's
Fake
so silly.
news.
And I feel like this is a story that we're going to see a lot in the coming months of, oh, this person was in a P. Diddy photo. Okay, they have secrets.
They're now linked to this whole thing. Yeah.
And it's just like we're going to see headline after headline.
Right. How many celebrities got photographed with,
Oh, my God.
with Diddy over the past 30 years?
It's ridiculous. I mean, the things I've seen said about Oprah are wild. Wild.
Oprah ain't going to those parties.
Oh, she was.
No,
but,
the after party.
It's just wild to think as I've been seeing of what people are saying. But I'm here to tell you.
She's a nice lady.
I'm here to tell you, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, still together, still very much in love. Everybody chill out. But one person that needs to get their stuff together is definitely Diddy's attorney, because the way that he is answering questions, somebody needs to help this man, because the direction, or how do I say this?
The defense.
Thank you. The defense is terrible. It is absolutely horrendous. And people are buzzing about the massive quantity of baby oil found when the feds raided his home.
I mean, I think that's the thing that really sticks out the most. It's like,
for
what is
sure.
going on with that?
His attorney, Mark Agnifilo, something like that, appeared in a TMZ documentary called The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment. And he spoke to TMZ about the so-called freak-offs and the baby oil.
They call them freak-offs.
But, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. Attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk. I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in the parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
What? You're going with Costco, bro? You're telling me that a multi-billion-dollar man is shopping at Costco for 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Bro.
They get good deals.
Dude, get it together. Figure out the story before you talk to one of the biggest outlets in Hollywood. All
right, we're going to take the giant bottle of Heinz ketchup. We're going to go with the 3-pack of the Tostitos and 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Nice.
Unreal. Dude, get it together. Back in my day, it used to be a threesome. No. But something that makes so much more sense, and let me be clear, this is speculation and rumor, but it is gaining speed. It's like one of those TikTok rumors, but people are saying it's not baby oil, and it's actually a drug called GHB, which is also known as liquid ecstasy. And a video is going viral because this woman explains it very well as to why it's probably that.
What are the positive side effects of GHB? Feelings of euphoria. What is GHB for parents? Usually available as a clear liquid. It's not baby oil. It just makes sense because why would the feds confiscate baby oil?
Why would they confiscate baby oil?
That would make a lot more sense.
And
it really
this person goes into way more depth of the side effects it does. It makes you forget things, potential coma.
Oh, wow.
Makes you feel euphoric, and it looks just like, apparently bodybuilders use it to make themselves look shiny, and then it also boosts their endorphins and makes them feel euphoric, and yeah, so crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Again, just speculation, but if I'm P. Diddy, I am upset at my attorney. For sure.
The thing is, this story is going nowhere. We're going to be following the story for years.
Probably.
Years.
Probably. So this year's breakout pop star has been very vocal just about her mental health and her boundaries, and now she's getting vocal about the presidential race and who she's voting for, but she's being very clear. She didn't want to endorse someone, but people were upset by that. So she came out and said, there's a reason I'm not endorsing one particular person, but just because I'm not endorsing Kamala does not mean I am voting for Trump. And what she had to say, I thought, was very beyond her years.
That's why I can't endorse. That's why I can't put my entire name and my entire project behind one. Actions speak louder than words. This is not me playing both sides. This is me questioning both sides because this is what we have in front of us. So if you look at my statement and you're still she's just playing both sides, she doesn't want to. No, you're not getting it. I'm critiquing both sides. Voting is all we have right now in the system. And so I encourage it yet again. Vote for who in your mind is the best option for what we have right now.
I'm Chapel Roan, and I approve this message.
I love it. Yeah, I thought it was well beyond her years. I thought it was very well put. She threw a couple F-bombs in there, but that's her. That's who she is.
But you know what? Welcome to adulthood, Chapel, because, they're both trash.
Oh, yes.
More entertainment news up on the Fun 107 app, and the entertainment update is brought to you by Kia of Dartmouth. Get the best deal on your new Kia with Kia of Dartmouth's exclusive 10% discount on select Kia models. That Maddie has decided to leave the morning show. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is her last day on the morning show. She'll be moving to the 1 to 4 time slot in the afternoon. But what you may not have heard is one of the reasons she is leaving the show is because she's becoming a movie star.
Oh, yeah, totally. Totally. Listen, I'm excited, but I just got really low-key nervous about it because I just got an email from the producer, I'm assuming. I don't know. And it's like more details about like what to expect tonight and everything. My call time is 9 p.m.
Oh, wow. Gross.
Please note that we are filming overnight and potentially into 5 a.m.
What? Show starts at 5:30.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. That's insane. If you are available earlier in the day, we are filming an additional pub scene starting at 5:20 p.m.
Now we're
If
talking.
you would like to join us, then also, that would be great. If you have friends that would also like to join you, they are more than welcome.
Hey.
This will be a fun scene, and we have a DJ coming as well. So filming is going to take place on Main Street, East Greenwich, and I might have said too much already.
Oh, P.S. Don't say anything on the media.
Oh, my gosh. So, this is really, I've never been, I've been to a movie set, but I've never been working on a movie set. So, I'm really excited to see what it's all about. For the restaurant patron, please wear business casual. No logos, please. Let's see. In between shots, please remain quiet and respectful. This is an exciting opportunity for our little state. There is also a social media blackout. You are unable to share or post anything until we wrap on October 5th.
You are talking about it in the air.
But I'm not sharing photos or videos.
That's true.
We don't even know what it is.
And I don't think I haven't shared the movie title.
You know the movie title?
I do. I know the synopsis, the movie title, the star. Oh, yeah.
What's the genre of this? That's all we want to know.
Comedy, I would say.
I like that.
You cannot say the name of the star?
I don't think so. I'm nervous. I feel like it's in big, bold letters, social media blackout. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to tread lightly here. But I'm excited.
You didn't say traditional media blackout.
Yeah, well, But I'm excited. But now I'm like, wait, what time?
Yeah.
Wait.
You can't function from after 9 p.m. until 5 a.m.
And then come to do the show, my very last morning show.
Oh, no.
Darn.
Priorities.
I don't know. That stinks.
Go to the pub thing, the 5 o'clock thing.
It says also. So it's not like I can just go to that and leave. Maybe I can.
Irish
but
goodbye.
I don't know.
Sounds to me like you could. I didn't take it like that.
I did. For sure. Let me see.
Oh, I'll be right back.
If you are available earlier in the day, we would love to have you at that too. So it's like 2, like come for that. But then we also need you for the one that we 9 to 5? What?
Oh, suck it up. Do it. Once in a lifetime.
Suck it up, really?
I would do it.
Here's the thing, though. What if this is the opportunity, the chance? This is the spark that ignites your Hollywood famedom.
As I sit behind the main character.
Remember, Jenna Ortega came to New Bedford. She was honestly a nobody. And then she did that scene on the New Bedford Fairhaven Bridge. Now she's one of the biggest stars out there.
She also had lines in the movie.
Do you know, what is the other part, the overnight part that you're shooting?
It looks like I'm a restaurant patron.
Oh, you're still in the same restaurant?
Yeah. It's at a very nice restaurant, too.
So do you know what you have to wear?
Just
business casual. No logos. So, I don't know. They said bring a few changes of clothes that you would wear to a bar, dinner, and something fun.
Didn't it say, are you going to appear in the credits?
Yeah.
That's wild.
I think everyone appears in the credits.
No
way. They absolutely do. When you watch credits and it's like guy on street.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the credits.
But not every extra. Not every, if you're in a crowd, I think you're going to be like, you're going to be seen. You're going to be seen, Maddie.
Well, I got a bone to pick with the call times. That's all.
So Maddie's not, she's already turning into a diva.
Listen, I'm going to have to call my manager and tell them, listen, the Maddie Levine can't be there overnight.
She doesn't do overnight scenes.
She's going to be in and out. Tell her where to be and what to do, and then she's in and out. And make sure red M&Ms are in her tour bus.
Just red.
Only red.
Do you have security yet?
Well, Ross is coming.
You need more.
Is he going to be in the movie too?
Yeah, but I'm going to show him this call time, and he's going to be like, yeah, no, I'm all set.
Oh, man. I've always wanted to just wear all black.
But we pitched each other. Like, we had to send photos of ourselves. We had to send photos together, and then we got booked together.
So you're a package deal.
Yeah, I guess.
That's pretty solid.
This seems like it's falling apart by the second.
A little bit. I'm just upset with the overnight.
They're weeding
You know who
people out.
I need to talk to? I need to talk to Adam. We need to get Adam over here so I can ask him questions. He's
that's
been
right.
in like 24 movies.
Adam Katz, who's the owner of this place, we're broadcasting from Play Arcade this morning. He's been in a lot of movies. He's done this a million times.
Yeah.
He'll know exactly.
Yeah. So we'll have to chat with him about it.
All right. We're live here at Play Arcade. It's Restaurant Week on Michael and Maddie. Fun 107. Fun 107, good morning. It is Michael and Maddie. It's already Thursday morning, and we're here. Restaurant Week is going strong, guys.
I'm excited to be here, though. It's funny. I don't think I've ever been here when the sun is coming up. It's usually going down.
That's true, yes.
It's usually going down.
We're on Union Street, New Bedford, Play Arcade, and we're sitting in the 1980s.
Who's going to play me in Pac-Man later?
I'm pretty good at Pac-Man.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see.
We could place bets. I'm fine with that.
All right.
Chef Matt, good morning, man.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Better now that nachos are on the table.
Excellent.
It's not even 7 a.m., but we still have nachos and cheese. And what's the slider? I didn't get a chance to get over to that slider yet.
Oh, that's actually a special on Thursdays only. We call it Juicy Lucy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a nugget of juicy Velveeta cheese inside of 143 market patty, brioche bun, house-made garlic onion jam, and a little bit of our spicy mayo.
Wow.
So the cheese is embedded into the burger?
Yep, we hand make them every Thursday. So you better come in and get them while we got them, because once they're gone for the day.
Oh, man, that's kind of like an exclusive little thing. I like that.
Yeah.
And what is this other thing right here?
Oh, that is, we're calling it a gordita crunch, but it is probably one of my guilty pleasures in life. And since I can't always get over there to get one, I decided to, give it our best shot and try it out here. So it's
So
flatbread.
it's inspired by Taco Bell?
Yes, it is.
Loosely inspired.
Yeah, it is soft pita bread, melty cheese, crunchy taco, braised chicken thighs with lettuce and pico de gallo.
I'm in.
Special house sauce.
I'm going to say this is hands down one of the tastiest things that I've ever had here at Play Arcade, outside of the pizza, which we'll get to in a little bit.
I got to be honest. I didn't know until this broadcast was booked. They said to me, we'll go there for Restaurant Week, and I thought they just had pizza here.
Oh, yeah.
And I had no idea that you had more.
Oh, yeah. We've definitely branched out. I've been here for a little over a year now, and we've really tried to bring in a different style of food, more than just sort of pizza and chicken tenders.
Yeah.
And our puzzle tots, which I don't think will ever go anywhere.
Oh, so they're called puzzle tots.
Yeah.
I've been calling them Tetris tots.
Yeah, I think you could probably go with either one, but it is fun to, build them if you're sitting at the bar and you've had a few drinks. It's good to put them together and see what kind of shapes you get.
I like it.
So what time do you officially open later today if somebody wanted to get one of those Thursday night special sliders?
We open at 5 o'clock.
Perfect.
Kitchen's open at 5. You can get it right at 5:01 if you get here soon enough.
Yeah, well, apologies for making you wake up early, but we're happy you did.
No worries. I'm glad I'm here. Glad to meet you.
And you're open late tonight, right?
Yeah, we are open until midnight. We got karaoke tonight, and it's always a good time.
All right, Chef Matt here at Play Arcade. Thank you so much for stopping in and taking care of us. We really appreciate you getting up early.
No worries. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
New Bedford police are investigating after 2 people were shot in the city on Tuesday night with an assault weapon. The shooting happened around 11 o'clock at Matthew and Bluefield Streets. That's near Blue Meadows Housing and between Dartmouth Street and Rockdale Avenue. The victims went to St. Luke's Hospital with injuries believed to be non-life threatening. Several vehicles were shot as well. Stewart Healthcare CEO Ralph De La Torre could face prison for ignoring a congressional subpoena. The U.S. Senate has voted unanimously to refer a contempt of Congress charge to the Justice Department for prosecution. The head of the bankrupt hospital chain, which is selling its hospitals in Fall River and Taunton, has been accused of paying himself and other top executives excessive compensation as the company went bankrupt. If convicted of contempt, De La Torre could be sentenced to up to a year in federal prison. Attorneys for Karen Reed have filed a brief with the Supreme Judicial Court as they seek to have 2 of the 3 charges against her dismissed. Reed's lawyers contend that jurors in her recent trial had decided to acquit her on charges of second-degree murder and leaving the scene of a crash. The defense says the jury was only deadlocked on a manslaughter charge, but the judge abruptly called a mistrial without consulting with their side. They argue that forcing a new trial over the death of her Boston cop boyfriend John O'Keefe would be double jeopardy. Officials say the time to prepare is now as Hurricane Helene is forecast to make landfall in Florida's Big Bend region late today as a Category 4 storm. Helene is expected to bring life-threatening storm surge, damaging winds, and flooding to much of the Sunshine State and the southeastern U.S. And Disney Plus is cracking down on password sharing. The streamer will allow users to add a member outside their household for $7 per month for Disney Plus Basic or $10 for Disney Plus Premium. Just 1 extra member is allowed per account. In sports, the Red Sox were officially eliminated from the AL wildcard race after falling to the Toronto Blue Jays 6-1. Boston closes out the season with a 3-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays that begins tomorrow night at Fenway Park. And some of the biggest stars of the Bruins will make their preseason debut tonight, visiting Madison Square Garden for an exhibition against the New York Rangers. Traffic and weather next. From the Blue Point Restaurant Newsroom, I'm Phil Devitt for Fun
107. Michael and Maddie, we're live from Play Arcade, Union Street, New Bedford this morning.
The man, the myth, the legend is joining us. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning.
So how's it going? We were just talking about Maddie is going to be in a movie tonight, right? You're going to go be filming tonight?
I got a really cool opportunity to be an extra in a movie. I'm a little nervous about it. I know that this is kind of your expertise. You've been in, how many movies would you say you've been in?
Oh, not that many. Maybe a few dozen.
Like a handful.
A few dozen.
Just a few dozen, you know?
That's not a lot.
But when you're in movies, what are you typically doing? You were the stuntman, correct?
Stunt double, stunt driving is my favorite.
For who?
For whom? Very first was Robert De Niro. I doubled in Men of Honor.
Hold the phone.
Bobby De Niro.
Hold the phone. You said that way too casually.
I'm hidden. You can't see me.
That is so cool.
Was he with you?
Yes.
Oh.
That's wild.
Great guy.
So you can give me some advice then, because I'm going to be an extra. I'm not going to be doing anything cool like being a stunt woman, but as an extra, what do you think I can expect? Just stay quiet and stay out of the way?
I want you to look like you're making a lot of noise and having fun, but stay out of the way.
Got it. Okay. I can do that.
We're here at Play Arcade this morning. We've had nachos. We've had sliders.
The gordita.
Gorditas.
It's been fantastic. But what is one must-try item, you think, on the menu?
I mean, I'm a basic guy. I like cheese pizza.
The cheese pizza.
Our cheese pizza was very important to us. It tastes a certain way. Good crust, good cheese, good sauce.
I'm going to go ahead and say the hot Portuguese, probably the best pizza on your menu, hands down, if you like linguiça, that is, or chorizo.
So good food, good drinks. And I feel like you always have something going on with like events or whatever.
Trivia every Wednesday with Tom Doobie. We've got karaoke with DJ Fuzzy Slippers.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Karaoke tonight.
Every Thursday as well. Yeah. Sometimes we do DJ sets and live music on Fridays and same on Saturdays. Then we have music every Sunday from 6 to 8, live bands. We do have a couple new things starting. We're going to be doing every Thursday. We're going to have Sketchy Go Itchy. Live art drawing lessons here with Roger Andrews.
Nice.
It was a artist and animator through Disney. So he's going to be here every week, and then we're going to, through the month of October and November, we're going to have a DJ come in and do masterclass DJ lessons. He's actually going to stop by here in a little bit to talk to you guys. Yeah,
that is so cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
DJ Legendary Broadway is his name.
Okay. I mean, there's always something going on at Play Arcade. So much fun.
The owner, Adam Katz. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
We got Fun 107.
New Bedford police are investigating a shooting that left 2 people injured. It happened Tuesday around 11 p.m. near Blue Meadows Housing at the intersection of Matthew and Bluefield Streets. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries and went to St. Luke's Hospital. Police say several vehicles were also hit by gunfire. A New Bedford man has pleaded guilty to stealing over $450,000 in disability benefits intended for a 20-year veteran of the United States Marine Corps. 71-year-old Joseph Smith admitted to receiving and cashing checks meant for the veteran who was suffering from ALS. Smith used the money for personal expenses. He faces up to 15 years in prison and a $500,000 fine. A new ordinance could make it more difficult for homeless people in Fall River. The City Council passed a measure this week allowing police to fine people for living in public spaces, even if there isn't enough room in shelters. The decision comes after weeks of debate and concerns from residents about encampments and safety hazards. Some council members and advocates oppose the ordinance, arguing it will further criminalize homelessness. The escape of 7 large bulls from a rodeo at a North Attleboro mall is being blamed on a faulty fence pin. The rodeo organizers met with North Attleboro planners this week to explain the situation. The fence was breached at the one-day rodeo at Emerald Square Mall on Sunday. 6 of the escaped bulls were captured a short time after they took off, and 1 remained free until being caught Monday night near the mall on Route 1. Federal prosecutors are expected to unseal a criminal indictment against New York City Mayor Eric Adams today. According to multiple sources, the indictment stems from a federal corruption investigation focusing at least in part on whether Adams and his campaign conspired to receive illegal contributions from the government of Turkey.
These charges will be entirely false, based on lies.
Adams is a retired police captain who was elected nearly 3 years ago on a promise of reining in crime. And a bill that hopes to save lives from cardiac arrest is clearing the U.S. House of Representatives. What's known as the HEART Act would help ensure that schools, including staff, students, and visitors, are prepared for a cardiac emergency. It would make sure schools are equipped with life-saving automated external defibrillators, cardiac emergency response plans, and CPR training for both staff and students. In sports, the Boston Red Sox season is just about over after they were eliminated from the American League wildcard race with a 6-1 loss to the Toronto Blue Jays. Red Sox close out the season with a 3-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays beginning tomorrow night at Fenway Park. Meanwhile, some of the Boston Bruins' biggest stars will make their preseason debut tonight when they visit Madison Square Garden for an exhibition against the New York Rangers. Puck drops at 7. Traffic and weather next. From the Blue Point Restaurant Newsroom, I'm Phil Devitt for Fun 107.
Street in Bedford this morning, Play Arcade. And coming up this morning at 9, the chance for you to get Play Arcade gift cards at half price at seizethedeal.com. And this is Maddie's second to last morning show. Tomorrow's the last one.
I'm going to throw up. Yep.
Why? You nervous about what?
I'm nervous about the future. First of all, it's bittersweet, you know? And I kind of said this yesterday where it's like sometimes the hardest time to leave is when everything is perfect. Truthfully, on paper, great job, great co-hosts, you know, good company to work for. Like checks all the boxes except one where it's like I have a goal, I have a dream that I wanted to chase, and I have to do it before I can't. Before I'm, you know, just way too cemented down with roots and all, whatever.
Let's talk about, picture 4 or 5 years down the road. What would you, if it all happens the way you want it to be?
Oh, God, don't make me cry.
I want to hear about what that would look like.
Okay, well, 4 years from now, I'm going to be a gym owner with my husband, raising a bunch of babies, and coaching the next batch of martial artists.
What about your...
And also being an MMA broadcaster on the side.
And maybe a movie star.
And potentially...
She's going to be filming a movie tonight.
But I will have made, in the next 4 years, I will have made a name for myself as an MMA broadcaster on the New England scene, and will be part owner of one of the most successful kickboxing gyms in the area.
That's the attitude.
Ever seen.
Yes. And I will also have a bunch of babies.
And so how much of that involves traveling around the country?
I'm going to be traveling a lot, and I'm very excited. Up front, it's going to be a lot of traveling. So I have the opportunity to work for a brand called Game Bread. And for MMA fans out there, it's Jorge Masvidal. And we travel a lot. I go to places like Biloxi, Mississippi, okay? So it's not like...
But listen, that's seeing America.
I know.
That's
so
awesome.
So I go there a lot. I go to Florida a lot. I'm going to be going to a lot of really cool places. And I'm going to be trying to travel as much as possible.
Which is why, this is a high demanding show.
I was doing 2 high demand jobs at once, and I was crumbling on the inside. And so it's time to just fully invest myself into one. And I'm really excited to see what I'm capable of when I am fully invested into one.
See, I think a lot of people may not understand. So, like, they turn on the show, they listen, it sounds so easy, and Maddie makes it seem so easy, but there's a lot of work that goes into making it seem and sound so easy. Like,
yeah, well,
the easier it sounds to do, the more work you put into it.
The more work that was put into it, yeah. We are lucky enough to have such a vibe on this show that it kind of just clicks, but we don't stop working when we're off the air.
Right. We
work all day, every day.
Texting each other.
All day, every day. And then on top of that...
Texting each other inappropriate things.
All day, every day. And then on top of that, I was traveling for MMA shows. I was interviewing. I was doing other content. But then I'm also doing the Fun 107 stuff. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot. And I was enjoying all of it. But I'm not 21 anymore. And I quickly realized that. And I'm like... I'm burnt out at 31 years old, and I said to myself, okay, time to make a change. So this is me making a change. And I'm nervous, but also very optimistic and excited.
She's a peacock, Michael. You got to let her fly.
What's cool, peacocks don't fly.
Oh.
Do they? Peacocks
Keep
don't
going.
fly.
Sorry. Sorry.
But what's kind of cool, too, is like there'll be times you're going to be doing your show from, like you said, Biloxi, Mississippi.
Right.
Like you'll be in Biloxi.
Yeah.
Doing your show back here.
So in November, for example, the first weekend in November, I have a show in New Hampshire. The following weekend, I'm going to Biloxi, Mississippi. And then the following weekend, I'm going to Colorado. Back to Colorado.
There you go.
So I'm literally traveling every single weekend.
Please tell me you have one of those credit cards with the travel miles on it.
I have no idea.
Maddie, you're missing the boat on this.
I am a traveling princess. My husband takes care of all of it.
Oh, so maybe he does then.
I don't know.
Well, Maddie's new shift starting Monday.
Monday, 1 to 4, baby. Right?
That's right, yeah. 1 to 4.
Yeah.
So she'll still be here on Fun 107. You'll still be able to hear her stories. It'll just be in the afternoon, not the morning. It is 8:27. And the 90-second news update now. Phil Devitt.
New Bedford police are investigating a shooting that left 2 people injured. It happened Tuesday around 11 p.m. near Blue Meadows Housing at the intersection of Matthew and Bluefield Streets. The victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police say several vehicles were also hit by gunfire. A New Bedford man pleaded guilty Wednesday to stealing over $450,000 in disability benefits meant for a Marine Corps veteran with ALS. 71-year-old Joseph Smith admitted to receiving and cashing checks meant for the veteran. He faces up to 15 years in prison and a $500,000 fine. Sentencing is in January. Federal agencies have given Vineyard Wind the green light to resume pile driving for its offshore wind farm. While the permit says it's unlikely to harm right whales, it acknowledges the risk of hearing damage to other whales. Conservationists worry about the cumulative impact of multiple wind projects on whale populations. A controversial new ordinance could have a significant impact on the homeless population in Fall River. City Council passed a measure Tuesday allowing police to fine people for camping in public areas, even if there's no available shelter space. Karen Reed's defense team is pushing to have 2 of the criminal charges in her murder case dismissed. They're arguing a second trial would be unconstitutional double jeopardy. The 44-year-old Mansfield woman's first trial ended with a hung jury, and several jurors subsequently said they were prepared to acquit her of second-degree murder and other charges. She was accused of killing her boyfriend with her SUV. Hurricane Helene is moving toward Florida's Gulf Coast, threatening to bring high winds and life-threatening storm surge. NBC meteorologist Angie Lastman says this storm could have devastating consequences.
The storm surge, one of the most concerning parts, 10 to 20 feet along the Big Bend area. This is unsurvivable. Those were words from the National Hurricane Center.
Landfall expected later tonight with winds that could reach 130 miles per hour. More than 1,100 flights into or out of the region now canceled. And Broadway is paying tribute to the late actor James Earl Jones. Theater owners will dim their lights tonight in honor of Jones, who passed away earlier this month at the age of 93. In addition to his famous movie roles, Jones had nearly 24 acting roles on Broadway and was the winner of 2 Tony Awards. In sports, the Boston Red Sox wrapping their season after a loss to the Toronto Blue Jays last night 6-1, closing things out at home with the Tampa Bay Rays, a 3-game series tomorrow night at Fenway Park. Meanwhile, some of the Boston Bruins' biggest stars making their preseason debut on the ice tonight, visiting Madison Square Garden to play the New York Rangers. Puck drops at 7. Traffic and weather next. I'm Phil Devitt for Fun 107.
Arcade, downtown New Bedford. This is a perfect example of my lack of self-control. Oh. These nachos with the cheese,
they're very good.
But it's to the point where I should be ashamed about how much I'm hogging these nachos with cheese. I don't even really have that much shame.
Yeah, I've accepted it. I've been trying to reach for them for the past 5 minutes.
I cannot help it. I'm apologizing. This is me saying I'm sorry for being like a pig and not letting anybody have any of these.
How's your lemonade?
Nachos. I love it. Strawberry lemonade. We'll get into that coming up in a few minutes. They've got some mocktails here at Play Arcade, which are really good. And you can certainly have some cocktails if you want. It's up to you. I mean, you're ending the whole thing tomorrow. So.
That's true. I should just get drunk while we're here. Do you guys plan on going to Salem at all this season?
Absolutely
not. Do you
not.
guys do that?
Nope.
Have you ever done it?
I've done it, but I've never done it during Halloween. I've gone to Salem outside of the Halloween season because it's bonkers there, right?
Well, so we're creeping up on October 1. And that's when Salem gets absolutely insane. Like, honestly, we kind of missed the boat on when you should have gone. You should go in September when people aren't, like, flocking there yet.
Yes.
But now it's like you're kind of in the red zone. And there is an estimated 1.2 million people expected this season to go to Salem.
Man.
Which is wild.
I don't think I remember it always being like this. I think it really ramped up
years,
like the past 10 years.
Yeah, over the years, it's become definitely a thing for everybody who loves fall, who loves Halloween to go.
Also, Halloween has really ramped up in the past 10 or 20 years, too.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think with that, Salem kind of took off, too.
Yeah, so the mayor, in a recent press conference, was talking about just like urging people to use public transportation, and there's going to be additional rail services with discounted rates and that sort of thing. But there's a local shop called Witch City Wicks. They sell handcrafted candles and just tchotchkes and stuff like that. They took it a step further and kind of gave more tips, if you will, on how to fully experience Salem correctly. Mm-hmm. And I was like, ooh, this is good, because it's like, you don't really know what to do. There's not really like a packaged experience for Salem. You kind of just go and you figure it out, whatever. But Witch City Wicks coming in hot with very important rules that I would never consider. So, number 1, do not drive into Salem. I was like, okay. I would have never even...
Were you Ubering?
Like, just do not drive into Salem. So, there are only 4,000 parking spots in town. And they usually see about 65,000 people on a weekend. Salem is very walkable. The shop suggests parking in a neighboring city's train station and then taking public transit.
That's a good tip.
Very good tip. This one's a personal favorite. BYOTP. Bring your own toilet paper.
What?
Explain.
So there will be seasonal portable restrooms, and then there's also a handful of public restrooms. But because of the influx and the crowds and everything, it's typical for toilet paper to run out.
So they can't handle the crowds.
So bring your own TP, bring your own wipes, whatever you got to do. Just be prepared.
That's a good tip. I mean,
yeah, seriously. Do not come to Salem without a plan. This shop says so many people come to town, they don't do research, and then they ask an already overburdened shop owner, hey, what should we do while we're here? Please don't do that. Do your research.
I mean, I don't know.
But if you think
about it.
If
you're a shop owner, you should be okay with that.
There are literally lines for shops. So it's like, think about how busy that shop owner is, and then you're going to stop them and say, hey, what should I do today? That would drive me nuts. It would drive me nuts. BYOSB.
Bring your own Super Bowl?
No.
Bring your own shopping bag.
Oh.
Ease the burden of local shops by bringing your own shopping bag or purchasing a tote while visiting.
It's green.
I like that.
Very earthly.
I like that.
Those witches are very green.
There's a lot. Also, there is no swimming in the fountain. Stop swimming in the fountain. Apparently, that's the thing. Apparently, people think you can swim in the fountain. Stop swimming in the fountain. But there's a bunch of awesome tips and advice if you are heading to Salem this season, and you can find them on the Fun 107 app.
Fun 107, Michael and Maddie.
Guys, I can't do this.
Let's get some cocktails here at Play Arcade. Whose idea was this?
What do you think?
Be a good... Travis, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
But I do like the fact that Travis knows what to give me, and he gave me a strawberry lemonade.
Love it.
And it's a mocktail, which I gotta say I've heard are becoming more and more popular.
They really are.
Yeah.
They absolutely are, yeah.
What do you think that's all about? Is it a younger crowd that's liking the mocktails, or is it all ages?
It's across the board.
Across the board.
It's nice to see.
Yeah, I went with the rum. But, Gazelle, what do you got over there?
There's definitely tequila. Travis, take me to church. What is this?
This is the Smurfette. It's our signature cocktail. It has a Pop Rock rim, and it has tequila, blue curacao, Prosecco, and lemonade.
That sounds fantastic. I love this place because it's like being a kid, then you grow up, and then you're allowed alcohol, but you get to be a kid and be an adult at the same time. It's perfect.
I haven't seen Pop Rocks in 25 years.
I'll send you home with some.
You're typically behind the bar, right?
Yes.
So you must see a lot of stuff go on here. What are some of the events coming up?
Gosh, we have a lot going on. We have New Year's coming up. We're going to be opening Monday and Tuesday that week. We have our annual Halloween
I was going to say, you must have a killer Halloween party.
It's the night to be here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Time. Yeah, it's going to be our 5th annual one.
5th annual?
Yep.
Nice.
It's so much fun. It's my favorite night.
What's your favorite artifact in here?
I love the living room because it looks exactly like my grandparents.
Yes.
To the couches, same exact.
And the orange decor.
Yep.
Travis, we appreciate you, throwing alcohol down our throats.
Living our best lives over here.
That's right. Hey, listen, coming up at 9 o'clock, we've got a chance for you to get $50 gift cards for just $25 here to Play Arcade. Great to be down here on Union Street, New Bedford. Travis, thanks so much, man.
Thank you, guys.
We are Michael and Maddie, Fun 107.